Welcome to another video with me, teacher Cher B. In this video, we are going to talk about how to break down word problems and make sure that we understand it before we can actually answer it. Also, we are going to look at how to write pictures to show how we can answer word problems instead of just looking at it, reading it, and then going ahead to answer it. So let's look at this problem. It says, there are 9 fruit baskets on a table. Each basket contains 8 oranges. How many oranges are there in all? That was my first time reading it. Now, let me read it again, but this time with understanding. There are 9 fruit baskets on a table. Each basket contains 8 oranges. How many oranges are there in all? So I know that I need to underline a couple of things because there's a lot going on here. So I'm going to underline the 9 fruit baskets. I'm going to also underline what it says. Each basket contains 8 oranges. And I always want to make sure that I underline the question, because the question is going to make sure that we are answering this correctly. I did some annotation. Now I'm going to create a plan. And I like to draw pictures to help me. So I know that there are 9 fruit baskets. So I'm going to draw, you can draw anything to represent your baskets. These are going to represent my basket. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm going to number them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are my 9 baskets. You can even say basket number 1, basket number 2 to keep track. So you can even write it like basket number 1, basket number 2. However you want to write it to keep track of it, that is fine. I went ahead and labeled my baskets or my boxes to show that these are the baskets. Now I'm going to check off that I label it or that I did this part. I showed 9 baskets. Now to go to the next sentence, it says that each basket contains 8 oranges. What does that tell us though? Each basket contains 8 oranges. So now I know that I have to break this down. If it's telling me that each basket, that means that if I go to basket number 1, I'm going to have 8 oranges inside of it. And you can either write the number 8 or you can draw 8 oranges to show that you're showing 8 oranges inside of it. Now, if I have 8 oranges in basket number 1, what about basket number 2? Yes, you're also going to have 8 oranges. What about basket number 3? For basket number 3, you need to have 8 oranges, and you're going to put 8 in all of them because it tells you that each basket contains the 8 oranges. Now that I'm done with that, I'm just going to check it off because I'm keeping track of my work. Now, I know that I have 9 baskets and I have 8 oranges inside of each of them. I'm going to look at the question. The question asks us how many oranges are there in all? Again, how many oranges are there in all? Now, I know that I need to find out the total amount because it's asking you how many oranges are there in all. So we need to know all of the oranges. I can write a number sentence for this. I know that I have 9 baskets and I have 8 in each of them. If you do your multiplication, you know that 9 times 8 is equal to 72. But let's say you don't know that, and now we need to go back and we need to work it out. For basket number 1, we have 8. For basket number 2, we have another 8. Basket number 3, another 8. Basket number 4, another 8. Basket number 5. Basket number 6, 7, 8, and 9. Let's say I don't know my multiplication facts. What you can do is you can go back and you can do repeated addition. I know that 8 times 2 or 8 plus 8 is equal to 16. Another 8 plus 8, you can do that equal to 16. Or if that is too much, you can just keep adding 8 to it. Whichever one you want to do or whichever strategy you want to do to figure it out, then you use that strategy. So let's add 8 plus 8, that's another 16. 16 plus 16 is equal to 32. Now I'm going to continue to group. 16 plus 16 is equal to 32. Let me fix that 32 because that is a little messy. And my final 8, I'm going to add it to that. I know that 32 plus 32 is equal to 64 because 2 plus 2 is equal to 4 and 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. Now we need to do this last 8 right here. 64 plus 8. 8 plus 4 is equal to 12. Put a 2, carry the 1. And 6 plus 1 is equal to 7. So you see, you get your same answer of 72. So now let's go back and answer the question. It's asking us how many oranges are there in all. When you add up all of this, you know that there are 72 oranges in all.